All right, post-politics time with Perry Bacon of the Washington Post. So we have this big legislative victory this week for the president. 60 votes he gets to pass, the big Wall Street reform. Number 60 is really Scott Brown.
Yes.
I mean, this passes because of Scott Brown crossing party lines, voting yes. What kind of a role? This guy was going to be 41. What happened?
He's 41 sometimes, like in unemployment benefits. He's been voting with the Republicans to oppose him so far, but a lot of times he was a conservative hero when he ran, but now he's become like Olympia Snowe and Susan Collins. Some days he's with them, some days he's not with them. And
is he getting heat from the conservative groups that were so enthusiastic about him?
Not as much as you would think. Like Rush Limbaugh this week did sort of blast him and say no conservative could vote for this. But you also had, I talked to the person who runs the Greater Boston Tea Party, the leading Tea Party in that state, who said, we kind of didn't think he would be the most conservative person on the planet, so we're okay with him. In the polls from the Boston Globe so far, Scott Brown more popular than Barack Obama or John Kerry, interestingly enough.
So, wow, how about that, Mr. Massachusetts? Talking about polls, we have to talk about this Harry Reid versus Sharon Angle. This is an amazing turnabout for Harry Reid. I mean, people left him for dead not too long ago. To have him up in this first major poll post-primary is pretty astounding, and it's got to give Democrats something of a sigh of relief.
This is huge for Democrats. This is one seat they had kind of written off along with Arkansas and thought not a chance there. And he's leading really early, and he also has a huge bankroll still of money. He has much more money than her to continue to run negative ads against Sharon. That's what's made the difference is all these ads he's run against Sharon Angle. And with all this money, he could really ride this to victory. Go ahead, John.
But I'm saying it's interesting though because she responded to this poll this morning on Twitter. And with a statement on her website, and she says that she's down because of the barrage of negative ads, and because they're just been focusing on raising money, and she points to recent fundraising, which has been very good for her. She's raised over $2 million, but it sounds like the kind of this is exactly what Reid wanted, which is hit her first before she has a chance to ramp up.
He has hit her and is smartly, and she didn't help herself with it. Remember that video where the reporter is chasing her around?
Yeah,
and she won't,
we saw it on Top Line.
That kind of thing is not the kind of thing that helps you. But if she gets back to doing interviews and seems like she can answer questions, and still, Reid is at 44. Any incumbent below 50, Reid's been the senator there for a very long time. People are not excited about him. If she can come up with a competent campaign, it's not over. Yes.
Quickly, in our last 20 seconds or so, they're going to get number 59 back for the Democrats, and they'll be moving some legislation again. But you remember, they still had a hard time even when they were at full capacity.
Yes, this is not the end. You still have to get Snowe, Collins, or Mr. Brown to agree to vote for something, and none of them want to ever be the only Republican. This is not something they're excited to do, and so I still think unemployment benefits still up in the air as far as I can tell.
All right, sounds good. Terry Bacon Jr. of the Washington Post, Post-Politics. We appreciate your time. Thanks for being with us. That does it for this edition of Top Line. Click us again on Monday.
We have that press club race tomorrow, and Klein, you're on my team. I hope you do well, but I'm going to beat you.
You can beat me. Wow, that's good. That says a lot. Well, they do create on the curve for age, right? I just want to make sure what the handicap
National Press Club 5K.
And in the meantime, check out this week. Joe Biden is Jake Tapper's guest. Should be fun. Should be entertaining.
That's a low blow.